Alright, so I did a few videos on my phone yesterday, but the fucking computer and the fucking phone, because it keeps going off screen, won't upload at the same time. And it keeps going back to the locked screen, right? And I can't upload my shit on it. Another problem Microsoft you gotta fix. Phone companies. Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. Well. Mm-hmm. 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 Now, my problem is, where's Patrick? I want to make sure he's okay, right? But see, whoever she's showing you now, those aren't her children, right? Patrick was kind of light skinned when I saw him at 3 years old, according to what she sent me now. I remember the picture you sent me, Mary Bell. And you still miss my sarcasm, what, he don't look like us? Right.
Well, I would understand again, right? But I'm still who I am.
That's the problem. I can't talk to you literally or sarcastically. You don't even know which is which. You Filipinos do the same thing to people, but when someone does it to you, you blame them, right, for you messing up. No, it's your fault too. No. You're not listening. No.
But if they did, who's fucking with you? Or who's the party team? Yes, they're about to take school. Right.
Now there I'm just doing voices, Mary Bell. I'm trying to get you to understand what I'm saying. No.
No way to get you pregnant otherwise.
And the point is, unless someone who had access to your birth control pills messed with your birth control pills, you wouldn't have gotten pregnant, right? But you're living with Steven and Bart. What are you telling them both about me? I don't know that shit. I'm not psychic, bitch. You might could read people's minds, but I can't. Okay, let's get that straight. I got a mental illness in me. I'm not trying to read people's minds. That's stupid for me to do.
I was fine mentally when I came in, right? Whether I want to believe you or not, whether you want to believe me or not. And it's, nobody can convince you anything if you don't want to believe, right? Nobody. I'm not even trying to go there, right? Let's see. Was it even going to pregnancy? Yeah. But anyway, it goes up the pap smear.
But I'm the one that is insane. You're the one acting maybe criminally insane, because where's Patrick? And where's the boy at?
That's different. That's different. And I talk about going on birth control pills, but seriously getting pregnant with her ex-boyfriend who, you know, you can get pregnant, right? Right.
Well, again, I can handle it if he's Miles or Stevens or Bart's or even Scott's, but can you handle it if he's mine? And that's the point. Or are you going to imagine something worse about the child if he's my son? And but you can't do that either. That's insane too. Right? My son wouldn't be any different than me before I joined the Navy, stupid, right? And I was a good boy until I got confused with my shipmates, the fucking church, and the Persian Gulf War, right? That's bound to make someone a little confused if they dream of seeing the throne of God in heaven anyway. Which the only book you can read about that is Revelation chapter 11, which might would fit with a dream like that. Mm-hmm. Now all I've claimed to be doing is witnessing for God, not for Satan. Some of you might be more of Satan than God, you just don't want to know, do you? Not wanting to know a half truth because other men can't tell you it at all. Don't mean you're right, in following the half truth, or not following it, right? And see, you could be misreading it yourselves, right? See, the problem about an interpretation is you can interpret it one of two ways, but does God lie or does Satan lie? You're not asking that question, are you? Are there real hermaphrodites? If there are, you're lying about them. You understand? You're not supposed to lie if you're of God. Only Satan lies. And like I keep telling you, I can show you a picture of one right now. Mm-hmm. But, because they have to be naked to see it, you're so sensitive about nudity, I can't show you. This is about Microsoft charging us for every damn thing, including to even use Word anymore. I know. We can't even type on the fucking computer without a letter, without paying for it. That's bullshit, Microsoft. You're greedy. You ain't got enough money from us by now. Goddamn, you're making billions of dollars. You need more? Why do you think $1 trillion debt is growing and not rescinding? Money is not real. You know why? You gotta make it like Monopoly money. It's not a real thing. Never has been. Whether you put it on a computer, all the debt will do is grow. I know. Whether you put it in a bank, all the debt will do is grow. Because money ain't real. I know. No, it's not. It's a piece of paper you're saying has value. That you'll back the value of the dollar. But you're not even doing that anymore. Again, why are you in debt? Greed. You're not making money, you're destroying the money system you're creating because it's not real. It's no different than Monopoly. I know. You're just playing one big game of Monopoly where the banks control the money, but it's not real money. Even if you do that with a computer chip and say, oh, now you can only buy and sell with a computer chip, it's the same problem. All you're going to create is a debt when you try to market and count the cost of what you're doing. And when you buy and sell this way, it only creates a debt. Why? Because nobody can really pay from a money system that's already corrupt. And money itself is the problem. And you know why? Because you start counting the cost of everything. Everything is placed on a value scale. What that means is you price it. Okay? See, this is a DVD of my injuries, right? But this I get because I'm injured and go to the hospital to get it. That's free, but I'm disabled, right? But if you were to sell it, the CD itself is only 10 cents. But for instance, like a music or a movie, you want to buy it for 10 cents and then sell it for $11. That's a markup. Over 1,000%. And you wonder why you're in debt. You're not making money, you're creating a system for money, which only creates a debt. And why? Because you can only make a debt with money. And you can't pay a debt with money unless the value of what you're selling is worth what you're selling it for too, right? You're not getting that either. And see, that's called a fair market value, right? We used to be under the fair market value, right? Now we're under a Federal Reserve. That's different too. It's more corruptible too. Easily. And that's your real problem. You're playing a giant game of Monopoly like you're not playing a giant game of Monopoly too, right?
I'm playing my video and recording, right? Alright, so here's the other video. Alright, so I'm going over one of my farming.
Now, the reason Stephen Bart might could have fucked with Mary Bell's birth control pills is twofold. One, to see if she was fucking me and see if I could get her pregnant. Two, to fuck with her to do something wrong, right? Once she found out the child might be mine, right? Now, the worst thing she could do is hurt the boy because he was mine, But that's on them too, not just her, If she did.
Like I said, I'm trying to help figure it.
But then she would be like Sheena, because again, Sheena might could have gotten pregnant too, and she freaked out when she found out. And she didn't want the baby, right? Right. Well, she's on the fucking Navy vessel, and they don't offer abortions in the Navy at the time, right? So guess what she would have had to do? Purposely miscarry the child by throwing herself down a flight of stairs a couple times. Right? Whether, again, My shipmates further or not. And that's another bitch move, right? That's something a bitch does, because again, she wanted to play but not pay. Mm-hmm. You know what that means, right? She didn't think she would get pregnant, but she did. But when she found out, she freaked out on me, right? Why else would she act all that way? I know. If no one was writing her from the ship but me, all I'm doing is writing her positive, good letters, being a good man of God. Mm-hmm. But she turned into Jezebel herself. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. She's Jezebel to Elijah. I know. She got pregnant by me, but didn't want to even tell me. I know. But her behavior told me. Right. Her behavior is that of an unwanted pregnancy. Because I was offering her to marry her whether she got pregnant or not in the letters, right? I just was trying to love her, right? But she was so fucked up, I guess, by her dad and what happened to her up to then, I couldn't get through to her. Mm-hmm. And I guess she didn't want a baby at 19, right? Now, Mary Bell's child was 3 years old, though, when she called me, right? And I heard hide from hair from her, and I know she divorced Scott to be married to Michael Thimbarsky, whoever that is, right? But where's Patrick? She might be showing me his children, but where's our child? That only Bart and Steven could have guaranteed she got pregnant by me in that month. Mm-hmm. But she won't consider that a possibility, will she? Because what, she was treating us all right and all perfect and wasn't fucking with us all? Mm-hmm. Well, that's the only way they can fuck with you, bitch, is to get you pregnant by me, but neither one of us know, and we argue about it and not know what the fuck's going on, right? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. That's called sabotage for a reason. No. And we were sabotaged. I wasn't trying to get you pregnant, stupid. I didn't even know I could get you pregnant. I still don't know, because you're denying it so strongly. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I done dealt with Daphne. The only problem with Daphne is when she took me to Arkansas, she acted like she had 2 weeks when I only had the weekend, right? So we're in two different state of minds too. Plus I was 2 weeks in Bethesda, and I didn't even make any arrangements to stay there more than the weekend, Daphne. You didn't tell me nothing about I needed to be with you for 2 weeks. We never discussed that. And when we went to my mom's house, it was a weekend, right? Yeah. But that's Georgia. That's 8 hours. Arkansas is 19, right? So I'm thinking I gotta be back by Monday, Daphne. So yeah, I'm driving fast through the fucking mountains. Get it? Why? We're in two different states of mind too, right? That's called a failure on your part to communicate something to me I needed to know about the whole trip. I might would have been better to stay at home too, right?
But if they did, who's fucking with you? Part C, part C. Yes, they're about to take school. Right.
Now, I had a bunch of bad girlfriends, and a couple of them were worried about getting pregnant after they had sex with me, right? But what better revenge, Mary Bell, if you're not fucking Steve or Bart, right? And you're only fucking me, and I don't even know if I can get you pregnant, and we ain't got pregnant for that month. That's a setup. And the only way they can do it is fucking with your birth control pills. Hell, I don't know even know if Patrick is alive. I don't know. If that was the correct picture of him you sent me. I don't know. Since then, right?
It's a disability, Mary Bell. It's a work thing. I was fine mentally when I came in, right? Whether I want to believe you or not, whether you want to believe me or not. And it's nobody can.
And like I said, you're a bitch if you. they did that to us, and you're all pissed off about it now because I can't do nothing about their antics, right? But men do that sometimes to certain women, even if they're dating with them, to see if, again, they can get them pregnant. It's a crazy thing to do, and they're not supposed to do it. No. But some guys do. They're also seeing how she'll react to it, right? If they were to do it. Now, I have no control over your birth control pills, but I'm telling you, if you got pregnant when I think you did, I know. They knew when we were going to be together. I know. So, what they would do is fuck with your white pills, right? Now, if I'm correct, you get colored pills. White, pink, orange, and green, right? The green are non-hormonal. But if you fuck with the hormonal ones, you'll get pregnant. No. Especially the first week. Now, what you would do is wait until the 4th day, and mess with at least 2 to 3 pills, right? Knowing we're going to be together on the 20th, right? Do the math. I know. Well, 14, I know, would be exactly when you would ovulate. I know. The night we had sex. That's why, in hindsight, I shouldn't have got you to masturbate either. But again, I didn't know any of that, right? What's going on, right? See, you're not as psychic as you pretend to be, nor am I. I know. I don't even pretend to be psychic, but again. And like I said, the worst case with Sheena is she just didn't want a baby at all and miscarried the baby intentionally. And didn't even give a shit. But now she don't even know if she can have a child. I don't know.
You're fucking my shit up.
Now you see how Ariana Grande got upset by Pete's joke about doing that with her birth control pills. So again, I'm wondering what's happening there too, right?
People don't want to pay to type on the goddamn fucking typewriter. Do they? You're making us pay for office now and for emails. You're worse than a crack dealer. Yeah, you are. You don't give us something for free for a little while, then you're going to charge us for it like a crack dealer, huh? Or a junk dealer. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. Yeah. I ain't even up there.
Oh, look. Now, that's why I'm studying pharmaceuticals too, Mary Bell, because of your crazy antics, right? I don't know if it's you or Sheena who's contacting me now, but I know it's someone from the past. It's not a new girlfriend, bitch. It's one of you two. I know. Now, it might can still be Daphne, but she's making shit up too, right? That's a failure to communicate there. And whether her daughter came in there or not, only she would know of the two of us, or 3 of us. So she better not have sent her 4-year-old daughter to wake me up in the middle of the night, because I wouldn't know what the fuck she was even doing in there with me. I know. And I'm mentally ill, bitch. You can't do that. No one can. That's criminal neglect of your child. To wake up a sleeping schizophrenic. She can't do that, can she, Steve? You know it's Steve, I mean, the talk show host, right? If I'm sleeping on the couch, right, Steve? I'm staying away from her and her daughter, right? So if her daughter wakes me up in the middle of the night, who's it on? The mother or the sleeping schizophrenic? The mother. The mother. And the schizophrenic just woke up and brought her in there to her as fast as he could. Now, if she's over by the bathroom, what would the schizophrenic think? She probably needs to go to the bathroom, right, Steve? You know what I mean? And try to help her go to the bathroom or something. He's confused. She's not acting normal if she comes in there at all to him, right? She don't know what to do and he don't know what's going on, right? But the first thing I won't think if she's over by the bathroom is pull down her panties so she can get to the bathroom. Is that sexual, Steve? And if she don't go to the bathroom, I might would check her to see if she peed yet. You know the tongue game where you stick out your tongue to see as you're trying to see if she peed? Right. You know how you do that with a child? Now, if Daphne's trying to entrap me, would that be on her too? Yes, yes. Okay, you get it, Daphne? You too. You can't set your 24-year-old husband sleeping on the couch who's mentally ill or going through a mental episode that you know about and expect him to know what the hell the child's even doing in there with him and not try and help her go to the bathroom or something simple like that. If anyone's seeing that as sexual, it's you. It's you. And you're not supposed to do that either. You don't know what's going through my head. And plus, I help with Renee a little bit, especially when we moved to Garden City, right? And the accident was when she was 4. So I helped change her diapers, help her take a bath once in a while, things like that, right? And I even babysat for her sometimes, right? That's how I accidentally broke her leg one time, right? Though she was 4 then. That was after the car wreck, Renee. It wasn't intentional, right? I just wasn't quite thinking right. But you kind of get that from the wreck. They weren't treating it either. And, oh, let's just release someone 2 days after they're out in a car wreck. Yeah, that's normal. Okay. See what I mean? Now, I know that's honest mistakes, but they can become big mistakes. And again, right, all I can do to tell you my perspective of it, sister, and I was blacked out for almost 4 hours, or however long it took them to get me to the ER and then to an ICU room. But, whatever they did to me up to then, right, that's all I remember. When I was there, they had nothing on me, So that was after they'd done treated me for everything they had treated me for too, right? They just stuck me in a room somewhere. And I left the hospital. That was the same day of the wreck, right? And then I'm leaving the hospital 2 days later. Well, really a day and a half, but well, who's counting, right? Right. Not making it up either. You get the point, though.